there should be people from here apply for a job, even though you just did it without me asking. Should I just put here? At the entrance from, I guess. Let's say the actually is all.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Why the fuck's your nose not broken? Why are you on time? And who the fuck are you?
You high, man?
Rude? I don't think we've met.
Last I checked, weed isn't legal in the UK. At least this part.
It's 50-50. No, over here.
My nose. What? I have not broken my nose for years. What are you talking about?
Oh, hold on. Are you like sleep deprived? Have you like not slept in like 12 hours?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, that
makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems kind of jumpy. I think he's high.
I think that are extremely sleep deprived. I mean, I've had times
I'm more
where I
sleep
haven't slept in
deprived
3
than I
days.
could be high.
And when you don't sleep in 3 days, it fucks with your mind.
You mentally go insane after 3 days.
You
Feel
literally start to hallucinate. Are you sure you want to do the job interview today then?
No, I'd be fine.
Okay, well, yeah, this is Tails Pizza World, right? Like the big ass sign. I got a flyer. There's this.
Guy in a costume, I think. Yeah.
No, not a guy in a costume. He had like a
guy in a costume.
My guy had like a jacket, and there was like a white gray T-shirt on with like a star on it. He like had an injury over like his left eye.
I was told that. Oh, I was going to say I was told there's 4 people.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Where the fuck have you been?
That would explain.
Bus took a wrong turn. Also, I had to stop for coffee.
What bus did you take?
It is.
Did the bus leave without you when you got coffee?
It did. By the time I walked out the door, the bus just stepped on the gas and just booked it. It sucks.
Look on the bright side. At least your hoodie didn't get stuck in the door.
At least.
Hey, as you said, yes, this is Tails Pizza World. Right, let me just actually get you booked in the system. Like, well, not book the system. Like, just come in.
Okay.
Put down as 4 people in at the moment.
Want our names?
Yes, please.
I'm fuck. I'm Bailey. Do you need last name too?
Yes.
This is embarrassing. I'm Bailey Emily. Nice to meet you.
Totally can't think anything about it. Your name? Is
Willow.
last name?
Can I give that to you later?
Yeah.
Or just put it in myself, thanks. Thank you.
Your name is? The one with the freaky eyes?
Rude.
Well, I don't know your name, I'm asking.
Calvin Creamer.
Wait, your
That
last
is
name...
unfortunate.
Your last name is what?
My last name is Creamer.
I feel so sorry for you.
What? That must have sucked for a last name.
What's your last name? And your first name?
First name's Ben 10.
And last?
Washington.
Okay.
My
Don't
last
ask.
name is by the way, my last name's Aston, so what's
Aston.
that? Yeah, Aston.
Okay, let's put that in. As you're a visitor at the moment, just get the visitor badges out. Right, let me just get these out. So, here's the guest pass.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
very much. It's appreciated.
This will get you in only certain places, as you know.
Yes, pass, not
Yeah.
employee.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, not yet anyway. So as
I
you can
have high
see,
hopes.
as you can see, we've got our main
Optimism,
attraction. I can't. Why is words hard?
Main
Attraction.
attraction?
It's Funtime Tales.
The stars of the show, Tails and a kangaroo. Some random ass kangaroo.
That's a fantastic. You gotta get like a live animal in here.
You gotta go to Australia, just grab a fucking a kangaroo, just drag it back here.
High recommendation. Make sure it's a female. The children will be scarred if it's a male.
Rubosses
enough.
are the males. Rubosses are the males,
No,
and they beat the
we
everlasting
have
shit out
one
of people.
in the. We have one of our workshops getting in the mail at the moment.
You have multiple workshops?
Workshops? Multiple?
We have
How big is
Two.
this place? I mean, it was kind of big on the outside, but like, how big can it be?
Yeah.
well.
That's concerning.
I'll figure in on that actually later because I have to try and think on that. Over here we have our toys. If you also want to know the name of the rooms, we have them up here.
Sir, I didn't get your name.
Oh, I am. Yep, my long name or short name.
Whatever's your preference.
I'll give you the short one for now. Keeg.
All right.
Can I do? Should I refer you by a last name or first name basis?
First name.
All right. Is this don't look like a kangaroo?
Oh, this is the sister animatronic of Tails.
Oh, it's like a twin thing.
That's cute.
That one's still getting
Like
It's
twin
not-
tail.
yeah. At the moment, it's getting a voice. It's
It's still getting made.
yeah. It's having it's the more awkward one. If we're known for making a female version of it.
Okay.
Right, let's go. See, let me actually get these
Retro
rooms.
arcade.
Yeah, so the retro arcade where we have our plushies, toys, and exclusive plushies down here.
Ooh.
A
My
bit
GameStop exclusive.
Lava Bonnie. Toy animatronic.
I'll show you some of the exclusive ones in a second.
And
Here's some
how are they
more,
exclusive if they're not at like a GameStop or a Hot Topic?
they're exclusive because you have to have tokens to, tickets and tokens to get them.
So what do you do to get these ones?
These ones are on you can purchase.
Do you mean like ones like the Funtime Tales plushies exclusive?
Yes.
But things like the Rockstars. Like the Rockstars are definitely not exclusive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a more exclusive ones over here. So like, say like, they.
If your exclusives should probably be out front, shouldn't they?
No, it's like not
They're more profitable.
for the exclusive, but let's say like the more harder to get hold of because say like you've heard about the
Exclusive means
Grand
they're only sold at your location. If
Yeah.
you should advertise.
I
that
mean,
they're
like,
only
have
at your
you
location.
you've met the you've seen advertisements about the Grand Lux, right? Around we've posted.
No, I.
No.
Haven't? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't really get on hold about that. But we have like let me just have one of them. We have look I'll grab you. What would you like? Pick some out
I
random.
think two of your machines are kind of wonky.
Which machines?
Well, where is it? So you know how these ones got purple eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Is there
Yeah.
a
Why
white?
does this?
It's
Why
a
does
harder
one have
version
red?
of the game.
Okay, so then this has to be nearly impossible then.
Yeah.
But why would you have different machines be hard mode and not just program hard mode on the same arcade machine?
Because most people
I guess
always
to cut up the lines, I guess, because
Yeah.
kids get impatient.
it's because of that.
Also,
Hmm?
it makes people spend more money.
Yeah.
Yes, that
That's
makes
why.
sense. So then is the gray version of that game like the really retro looking one,
Yeah.
like beginner class?
Yes.
Easy baby mode. One joystick.
Yike!
But
That's
That's
just
a
Space
pan.
Invaders.
what?
Is that the handstand?
I'm
Why do you have a pan stand?
What the fuck?
Todd's explain that one.
What is a handstand?
He's a man that stands. He is a pan. He's
Right.
a pan stand.
Anyways, let's
He's a
continue.
man that stands, and he's also
There's
I'm
also
invested.
Bucket Bob, Mr. Hugs, number one crate. That's my favorite.
Over we have the commons area. So our
Island.
Bloom Boy and JJ are shoved over here.
What was the fifth one?
Hmm?
Pan stand, Bucket Bob, number one crate, Mr. Hugs. There's a fifth one to the trash.
There's a second one?
I can't remember either.
Mr. Can Do.
Ah.
That was it.
As
You really know the history of the Fazbear
Oh,
Entertainment, don't
I
you?
worked at a previous location. I worked,
Ah.
there was the Trash in the Gang, there were Mediocre Melodies, there were Posh Pizzeria, and the Rock Stars. It was, what was the name of the place again? It was crap, I keep forgetting. It was Freddy, it's always a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. That was it.
Yeah.
There's like,
Um,
yeah.
as you got guest pass, you can follow me this way.
It's always
That's
has a
Burnt to
Faz
the
in there.
ground.
This is the party.
Yeah, no, I said
This is one of our party most main party servers.
it's kind of dated.
Yeah.
Old. Dated means old.
Is that a nickname or something?
Yeah, those are nicknames.
Your mechanic team has code names. That's so
Mhm.
cool. That's actually really cool.
Huh.
Wow.
All right. I've never seen that happen.
Oh no, we had it at the place I worked at actually. We had
Ah,
code names
I-
because
I was never a mechanic. I'm always running and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I was a mechanic. It was it's really yeah.
See, we
because-
never get this kind of interaction just at the apartment.
Use
No, the most interaction you had is when you thought I was dragging a dead body through the hallways in a duffel bag.
I'm sorry I threatened you with the crowbar. You frightened me.
You could hear the gears like clinking around in the duffel bag. You could hear all the metal.
You frightened me.
I know it was 3 a.m.
You want to see
but-
some more plushies?
Sure.
Sure.
We've got older version of one of our plushies of Tails Fight. Yeah.
Banana.
That is a banana.
Yeah, I have one of these. I have one of these at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll admit, I got it from one of the older Faz locations.
You had a plush trap
I was-
chaser?
Yeah, that was a lot of tokens. That was a lot of tokens.
Dude, those things are so hard to get. They're
I
like
can never
there's a lot
afford
of
the Faz merch.
And
There
he
was a
was
lot
out
Holy
drop
crap,
off.
you got Fredbear?
Yeah.
What's the green Freddy looking one?
I got no clue. I got nothing.
Is it the gummy bear from the one YouTube video?
Is it a gummy bear?
Yeah, let's call it
Gummy
that.
Freddy?
Oh no.
It's gonna be
Dude,
Freddy.
never seen that before.
And
There's
here's
been
our
worse.
drop off of when we get our new Mario trucks. And I'm trying to think of words.
Parts,
Yeah, a new part.
machines, plushies,
If you do
merchandise.
have to come over here when you're on the job, if you get the job, sometimes the truck will need to be let through from that door as well as is a two-door mechanism.
Extra security. They're really expensive parts. A lot of people try and rob when there's ever shipping load coming in. Yeah, but I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but your parts and service is really dated. Like, it's like.
Well,
Well,
they're
it's
working on a budget. Wait.
If you're working on a budget, parts and service is one of the things you need to invest the most in.
This doesn't help.
Yeah, no, you definitely need one of these. You definitely need one of these when working as a mechanic here. You 100% need a breakdown closet. Every location needs a breakdown closet.
At least you care about
You've been
employee
quiet very
mental
much.
health.
Yep.
There we go.
What's
Yeah.
it like in the breakdown closet?
Benton's quiet.
Interesting.
Right.
When you're working on animatronics of all kinds, like some of them are really outdated, some of them are way too new, some of them are like, some are easier than others. It can get to you.
You know, you seem to know a lot about this kind of stuff.
I'm a mechanic. Starlight Party Room.
We have, yeah. So the Starlight Park Room, our rock stars are over here. Our melodies are over here. And what's in the whole
It's the
new?
thingamajigger. It's the thingamajiggers you mentioned.
The rock stars?
No, the melodies.
Holy shit.
Also, if you're wondering why they're shoved right at the back, because when we had the blueprints, we all thought it would be funny to shove them all the way at the back.
Thought he
That looks
burned the goddamn fire! How'd you get guy?
What?
He was at the location I was at. I thought he burned the fire. My
He was in
location
the market.
burned to the grounds. There was like some. It wasn't a gas leak, but there was like some crazy guy who came in and like burnt the place down after hours. I thought, Dash, we couldn't find him.
It was in
That
the
looks
market.
like the suited. That kind of looks like the suit the guy came and assaulted me with a flyer at 3 a.m.
Oh well, Lefty is a dual suit. So there's these cool things. So spring locks. They've been trying to kind of bring back spring locks. You don't know.
They hella dangerous.
Yeah, but they're trying to make a safe version. So like Lefty's a safe one. So like a person could fit inside, but wouldn't get crushed because there's no spring locks. It's like yeah. I don't know. No one was allowed to touch him. Only the guy who created Lefty was allowed to use him. Allowed to touch him. You could probably get sued for this, honestly. I'm not sure.
I was bought.
Oh, okay then.
I have the papers of him.
Bill of sale. How'd you? We couldn't find him after the fire. We thought he was like gonzo.
Maybe different scavengers came in.
In
doesn't
this
make
room, like I said, we have the melodies. We have a Mr. Hippo's reading corner. We getting carpet. For
It's got
kids that are-
glasses. You customize your animatronics. That's
Mhm.
cute.
Yeah. I saw
Give
like
them
Tails had a
personality.
skirt. That was really cool.
Does one of them have a cane? I'm curious.
Cane. I'm not
Dunno.
sure. I haven't seen one with a cane. Yeah, we haven't given one a cane anyways, as I recall.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's your question is?
When I had some guy in a business suit literally came in at my front door, and he just told me to type the place in my phone. I don't really know what the hell I'm signing up for.
I had a man in a costume assault me at 3 a.m. in my apartment.
I had a guy just like dressed in casual like street clothes, like just like bang on my door and then like slap a flyer in my face and run.
Mine was wearing like a big trench coat and like a
They just found a letter on the floor.
very big fedora.
So he was wearing a suit under a trench coat with a fedora.
One sec.
Different people just break into our apartment.
One sec. So you're here for the job. What it's here for anyways. It's night guard, mechanics, and a day guard. Maybe
I
a
could
couple,
definitely
but
do night
basically day
guard. I had some experience doing that before.
I
Yeah.
think you know which one I am.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
How about you?
Night guard, I could probably do.
And you?
I'll go with night guard.
Okay, so
I mean, I can also sign up for day guard if you need me.
Oh, that'd be great if we see what schedule and put we sort with you. So
Also, do we just have a bunch of people come into our apartment complex and assault us? With
What
Did
time?
there
Okay,
a
so
lot
what you
of banging on the walls?
yours was
I'm-
5 a.m. You said
3.
3. What time was yours?
4.
5
What,
in the
what was
morning.
even your experience?
I don't know. I just opened the front door and there was a letter on the ground.
So there was just
You got
nobody.
the letter, they banged on my door until I freaking opened up. It's just like they
And
just
someone,
just
Oh,
went up
over-
to me real close and then whispered, "Tails Pizza World," and then they just
Oh.
walked away.
My
Well,
door kicked in.
well, out of nowhere, a
Right.
fish just came up and just slapped me
Yeah,
in the
don't-
face
um,
afterwards.
Wait,
oh,
so you picked it up, you looked like left and right, and then you got slapped with a fish.
Apparently,
They got
What
the fish.
time?
I don't even know.
right.
Like, where's the hiding the fish?
If I get
Like
distracted,
in the
he's out
We're
of
trying
room.
to figure out a mystery here. There's some guy going around assaulting your possible employees. So
Apparently,
yours is the
do they work for you? Because we all got the same flyer.
I was
And
going
so
to get to
wait,
it,
was
so
this the-
somebody went behind my back and did it. I guess.
So- yours is 3. He showed up at 4. When did he show up for you?
5.
5. He showed up at 6 for me, and he was like really frantic. He was like banging the door super quick, like I don't have a lot of time. I got like 10 minutes, kid. Open the door. Open, open, open. Then he slapped in my face and bolted.
Okay, I'm all right. Let's just try and ignore that.
Okay, we have
terrifying
the
fact.
virtual gaming arcade over
Right.
here. We don't
Your
question the
arcade?
2 arcades, one with floating and one upside down. We've also done it ourselves.
Oh my god, he struck again.
How much duct
VR.
tape is required for that?
Not tape. Not tape. No.
Oh my god,
You alright?
that was a bit too close to personal.
You walked up to me.
No, but this. So whoever did this was at our location too, except he did 5 of them.
Okay, do you know
They
about
did
this one?
5. Yep. Yep. 3. We had 3.
Hmm.
We
Can
don't know how
guarantee
he
you.
did it. It's not glue. It's not tape. We don't know what it is. We don't know how. We can't get him down. We couldn't get him down.
We just think
I
it's,
guess it
like-
really is
it's strong
true
magnets.
science.
Give me like
This
3
video-
hours so I can beat all the high scores on it.
That's video magic even
Yeah.
exists.
I mean, you got the night shift. You roam around the whole place. Just
Right.
play the arcade machine.
Next to our other rooms. Actually, as you
What are
be.
these animatronics? Virtual reality animatronics. So, like, is there supposed to be like a VR headset set up over here or
Do you have to
something?
put
That-
it on and then they're just on the stage once you put it on?
Yes, it's the virtual arcade.
Ooh.
Where's
You
the
get
VR stuff then? Is it
As
supposed to
like
be
we
you
over
haven't
here?
got them, it'd be over there. But as we haven't
As
got
it-
them yet, we
So
haven't.
you set up a VR experience where you're the animatronic on stage. That would be trippy as hell.
That'll
No,
be
I think
trippy,
it's
but
like
then
you're
cool.
a customer, but you like put it on. The animatronics are there, and it's like you go around and there's like a bunch of animatronics to interact with.
Oh,
Why is there?
because I was
Unless
thinking
you are.
What?
you'd put it
Why is
on
there
and
already
then
corn in this
see
arcade
it through
machine?
their eyes, and then
It's glued. Like legit, you can't take that. Try to take that. It's glued.
It could be that you like become your own animatronic. Like you get to customize your own animatronic, and then you interact with the
What
other
kind of glue is
animatronics.
that?
This is like your
I don't know.
quest givers on stage. They're like, "Welcome, new animatronic, name whatever. Welcome to Tails Pizza World. You gotta go clean the toilet now." It's like, what?
Also, do
Oh,
you have
God.
anyone who ever glued the coin to the machine?
That is some serious strong glue.
Our boss got so that one wasn't one of that one wasn't the same guy. That was an employee. Employee. This is a trick online. And he did it. I worked with a guy named Michael. And he glued it in there. And my boss was so mad. He was there for a solid 3 hours trying to get it out and couldn't. I don't know what kind of crap he used to stick in, but
Right, we've got other room before we go around the other side.
Very
There's
strange.
other parts and service down them stairs, but I'll go down there. And show you that one there. We have a staff lounge for you to put your feet up and relax.
after
What the
a
hell is that
long night of
McDonald's, man?
patrolling, you take a seat, grab a soda, fizzy fast soda, and just chill,
Then-
watch some. Okay.
We have more exclusive thing to our staff lounge if you look at this.
Oh, this is cool.
What?
This is
This is
cool.
way- This is way better than my old location.
You have
You
a
have like
literal
a whole
pool.
outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have fresh ingredients?
Mm-hmm.
Like you. That's awesome.
We put this here for like what? So if when we get workers, they could farm or do gardening if they felt like it.
That'll be nice to
So
relax.
like this, you have fresh ingredients for all your food, and you grow it right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That is smart.
You should get.
Why is the water frosty?
That's been turned on for a while. Like it's send me
And
one more.
what?
Send me like there's a jet, but connect to it.
Yeah,
Wait,
is this a pool or
This
a hot
isn't
tub?
how.
It's like a pool, but basically you can heat it
No,
up.
this is like
Yeah.
someone put this here on purpose. This isn't from like a lack of use. Like somebody.
It's blocking the jets.
Yeah.
It's blocking all the jets.
Maybe to make so the jets will like melt it so it makes bubbles or something.
Yeah.
No, like it froze. Someone froze the jets over. They plugged up your jets.
I'd say get someone on the
Some
check over there.
dumb teenager, maybe. Oh, that.
No one can really get back here.
They climb the
Well,
fence.
Yeah, someone might have gone through the woods and climbed your fence, buddy.
Mm.
I
No
just
fence
need to have
hopping.
security
I
camera
mean, I could hop this
outside.
fence right now. I could do it.
Do it.
Do it, do it, do it.
Crap, there's too many leaves. Hold on.
Parkour, 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 parkour.
Nice.
Oh, when we get more
Ow.
budgeting, we sort something out the fences. What did you do?
You're alright?
I fell in the.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that
that
was
was
solid ground. Don't stand on these. Those are not. That is really badly covered.
What even happened?
Eh.
Right,
What is
let's-
that?
I stood on it and it gave way.
The... Why are
Is
there?
like a wild animal here?
I think
doesn't-
we'll go in. I've been behind you for a while.
Probably a bear. Or something.
I'm
Actually, no,
sorry,
not a
repeat
bear.
You guys
I was
gonna
gonna say
say,
like how
Never
we're a bear,
mind.
like a small things we were getting here is like a fox or a raccoon.
How would a bear climb the fence? Think about that.
They could actually.
Yeah.
I've seen bears open car doors, man.
There's no bears near.
You've never
like,
been to
look-
a rural county in America.
You are correct.
You're from America?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm from
Where are you from?
or
I let you finish.
I'll let them finish.
I'm from Utah.
Hmm.
Nowhere, Utah.
And you?
I'm from Australia, man.
Why
Yeah,
are you in
American.
Britain?
Job opportunities?
Yeah, it's also around this time
Yeah.
Australia normally gets really cold.
But
This doesn't
Gee.
make it better.
you got missing tools, I think,
I'm just gonna put the leaves back over it. Eh.
over
Yeah.
here.
Probably for the best.
I think someone's sabotaging your stuff.
We get, like I said, when we
I
get
think they would try to.
when more profit comes in, this will be more secure.
Speaking of profit, what's the
You should
pay?
check your electric locks on these doors because if they fail one night, they could get in.
I will.
Also, call the police probably. Also, though, this is why you get nighttime security.
Mm-hmm.
Control the fence.
All right. If you continue following.
Surprised I didn't break my ankle in that.
Are you
hole.
okay?
That's pretty deep.
You could have sued.
I've just rolled it. It's fine. You know, just walk it off.
Right, along
I
to
have
our
high
other
pain
rooms.
tolerance.
We've got a security puppet box over there. We haven't got a security puppet yet. We're planning to get one. They're really pricey. This is the
Yeah, they are.
main dining room.
I
Dinner
only
room.
know a few of
Give
the
me a second. I need
characters.
to check this name again. I keep forgetting the name of the room. The main dining room. Yes, I was right.
Still adjusting to a new place. You've only been open for like what, 8 weeks?
Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting most of the names. So, like,
I
main
am
dining room.
parties done.
What's up with
Over
that
here.
warning sign to the closet?
Huh?
What's up with that warning sign?
Isn't it just like a janitor closet? What? Do you have like a grumpy janitor?
Oh.
Yes.
I can imagine him with a cheese spray can.
You should have actually
See,
seen him eat a lot of cheese and hasn't. I'm surprised he hasn't
Very
gained weight the amount of cheese he eats.
He's
I-
very
no,
possessive.
I mean,
I
I've
know.
had janitors which are like if you set foot in their closet, they'll just appear behind you like some kind of like demon, and they're like, "What are you doing in my closet?"
Don't you
I'm
touch
like,
my bleach.
I'm like, I needed a mop. There was a spill. I'll clean it, and they
Hmm.
just shove you out of the way.
Janitors are scary, man.
That area is for higher access. I'm just gonna point out.
So we won't have access to that.
You won't.
All right.
But like
I
I
really
said,
need like a whole
Ram-
rule book and look it over
Oh.
7 times.
Holy moly! Look at these guys.
Oh.
over there. Look over there. Look over there. Look over there.
Love at first sight, yeah.
Huh.
Shut up.
I mean, they're beauties. These are real great. Best tech out there, man. Glam rock animatronics. Oh, you
Yeah,
look
I
great,
recognize
my
the
man.
I recognize the Bonnie, but there's a gator.
Montgomery Gator.
I
I
think
love
it was
this.
replacement.
They ended up, yeah, they tried doing that.
Didn't that fail like horrendously because everybody wanted the Bonnie back?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, so you noticed the poster.
I think someone's moved it to the wrong spot. You what? DDR!
Oh.
Dude, night guys, you two can just like go at each other if you're on the same shift.
I guess. But yeah, didn't the
be
Monty arrival just fail horrendously?
Sadly, yeah. I think the guy's pretty great, honestly, but it's the
It
fact
looks
that
cool!
yeah, no,
But
it's
everyone
but
just wants the originals.
well,
so.
here's the thing. The same thing happened with Roxy and Foxy. It's because they tried to market them in a way as better than the original. It was a bad marketing plan. What they should have done is try to introduce Monty and Roxanne as their own characters that were separate from Bonnie and Foxy, then slowly phase out Bonnie and Foxy
Yeah.
for different reasons. It was just bad marketing. Fazbear's real bad at their marketing.
I'll be
least in
honest, I
recent
love
years.
the gator. I like
No,
the
he's
gator
great.
and the wolf. I'm
Yeah,
sad we
no,
don't have a rock-and wolf. I'm so sad.
You know, Bonnie's thing was bowling. Monty's was golf. I love playing some golf. Mini golf's great. Freddie had a really cool thing. He's laser tag, but it's called Phaser tag. And you
Phaser
did
tag?
like yeah, Phaser tag.
Are you sure you're not the one who owns the building and not this guy? Just saying,
I'm
you know a lot more.
I'm just basically I'm trying to explain this, but they're saying half the stuff I have to say anyways.
I'm just really excited. This place is cool. You have a cool place. What do you want from me? And then you got Roxanne had a go-kart racing. She had this like whole track thing at a
That'd be
mall.
cool.
Chica got ripped off. I'm just gonna say that. She got ripped off. So did Foxy. They both got ripped off. Foxy had a theater though, at least.
I only saw from the ads. I never got to visit the place.
You got one of the posters. Nice.
How
Hmm?
do you keep getting all this vintage stuff?
Alright,
Your
give me a
Pony
second.
Fox company, right?
1 second. 1 second. Oh, yeah, that poster. Anyways, yes, we've got a DDR machine. You want to have a quick
cool.
go on it, I guess, or
I suck at dancing.
Sun and Moon drop.
I don't have money on me.
I can set it to a free program
What's
if
the
you.
sun and moon? What's
Sun,
the sun and moon?
sun and moon is that.
That's just straight up the
Oh.
McDonald's guy. You cannot change my mind. That's just the McDonald's guy.
How is that the
You're
McDonald's
just
guy?
wrong. You're just objectively wrong. Because you haven't seen his. He's like a. No. Sun and
So
Moon
then
are
it's-
some.
Sun and moon are
They have
daycare
candy?
attendants. The
There's some
daycare
of them,
attendants, the candies give them the kids like energy. So moon gives like sleep candies.
Melatonin.
Melatonin.
Yes, and sun gives out energetic candies to give the kids energy.
I
Well, you
can
just
tell
legally
you
give
from
kids
first-hand
drugs.
I can tell you from first-hand experience that ain't melatonin. That stuff knocks you out in like 5 seconds.
Over here,
Oh.
Sun and Moon Drop are like some of the most advanced tech. They know sign language. They have bells for like.
you know
like-
so much.
Sorry.
There's the VIP room. We have our plus pizzeria over here, and then behind you have your kitchen.
Oh.
Staff only.
Come in. You get to see it. So it's there like the room what you're in for the staff lounge. They have some of the things you want. Like you can come over along here as you technically getting paid to be on the job. So I guess you can use come in here, make yourself some food.
This
Nice.
with me. This is from home. This is from home, I swear. Energy
Fine.
bar.
That is our freezer.
Yeah, an ice cream sandwich pouch.
You have a
No, honey. It's a honeycomb chocolate bar.
Oh.
you
Cool.
have a freezer in the ground.
Yes.
Is that to
Why?
like keep the cold?
Yes.
Oh,
Freezer hole.
Kind of smart.
Yeah, that's.
Ah!
That
I wish to feel the power.
I hate the
That's
cold.
nice.
What do you mean you're in a t-shirt?
what the heck?
Are you
It's
okay?
like an updraft just hits you because it's like in a basement.
Go woof. It's so cold. I don't like it.
Right. Along back this way. We're going into the classics room now, where you find
Ooh.
find Bonnie and Chica.
I remember visiting some of the classics, I guess, as a kid.
Finally, the characters I actually know.
Fred Bear and Spring Bonnie. Fred Bear. How do you
Huh?
do not actually have them, right?
Yes, Big Bonnie.
That's cool. That's really cool. That.
Your FNAF, your Faz nerd is showing.
It's been shown the whole time.
They were the very first animatronics ever made.
Huh.
And then
Yep.
you had the place you walked by earlier, if you follow this way. You have the eating patio. It's where's the eating patio? Yep. Outdoor eating patio, which is over here.
Pretty.
You have an indoor fountain. That's so pretty.
Yee.
That's cool.
What was the brown stage also?
Which one?
That
You mean
one.
that one?
Yeah.
Think.
No sign.
I'm
Use
trying
that
to
one.
remember. It's,
That kind of looks like that, but kind of older.
Sparky?
Yeah.
The dog.
Sparky the Duck. I never heard of that one.
My knowledge ain't that good, but why does that one look really... I don't want to say, but it kind of looks almost crappier.
It looks kind of cheap.
It makes me think of one of those little lonely Freddy stands.
Oh god, that.
I don't like them. They always creep me out.
Commercial failure. Waste of money.
Was
I
that?
only know of their existence because I saw it.
Terrible.
We have the exclusive ones. Will be over here when we get them.
This is cool.
So do you have like children just like put in a little vote box and then that their thing pops up one day?
Yeah.
Ah.
Kids can also sit here and playing.
What happens if like everyone just puts in like a copyrighted character like Super Mario or something?
We would never have that.
I think they would do that.
You'd be surprised. Children's are evil.
Alright.
Kids are pretty mean with the animatronics. I've seen an animatronic come in who literally had an umbrella stabbed through his like knee.
How?
Where's
You
Ben?
don't know how they did
Where
it.
is the other one of you?
Benton?
Over there.
Alright.
Sorry,
Oh, there.
He's
sorry.
checking out the outside.
I'm not sure if you noticed it, but you got to have to specifically, positively follow me for this way.
Ugh.
So if you notice the glass upstairs,
Yeah.
on the roof,
Yeah.
Yep.
We're
Follow me.
gonna have to.
yeah, follow me in a specific way.
Ooh.
Nixel's Hitman Service.
Um,
Now,
Okay.
Who is
Like
the
it-
cranky boy at this establishment?
Is that like a joke? Like a.
yes,
that should be
Okay.
a joke.
Is that just like
Okay.
a joke between co-workers?
yeah.
I
Follow
don't
me this way.
thought he didn't have any coworkers yet.
Maybe old
Yeah,
ones?
like so we have
Probably.
some. We have some co-workers, but not enough co-workers.
Question?
Yeah.
Why is there a chair in the fish tank?
Oh wait, I
Why
completely
is there
missed.
a chair and desk in the fish tank?
Before
Oh.
you
Why
can
is there
serve a chair,
in
and
the fish tank?
we
Why is
thought
there
it'd be
tank
funny
but
you
no
could serve it
fish?
in there.
So it's
Oh,
not a
comedy.
fish tank, it's an
It's a fake.
office.
It's a
Mhm.
fake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fake.
Oh, I get it. Okay, funny. Funny
thought it was
man.
decoration.
That got me on guard.
You follow me this
Good
way.
one.
That's your
Where are you
office.
going?
That's just all. That's to look at. I'm interested. We're just going
Also,
straight this way.
that's not Keeg's office. That's the animatronics office, apparently.
What?
It's
I don't really want to know.
Oh, employee nickname. Your
Yeah.
nickname's Tails because it's your.
yes.
You're smart. You are.
Does anyone
incredibly
tell you your
smart for
outfit
that.
kind of looks like Naruto's?
What?
It's a fox.
This way.
Ah!
Inappropriate.
I'm being insulted by doormats. This is very conflicting.
Oh.
Oh.
So do two like employees have to share an office, or
Yes.
like but there's a vacant one right over there?
I feel like very
That was
insulted by
vacating
how-
there. They basically, they're like twins. They didn't want to be
Oh, God.
separated.
Okay.
Like two peas in a pot.
Then
My
you
siblings
have
are back home, so I don't have to deal with that.
our upstairs
Oh,
area.
I don't know where my sibling even
Ooh.
is. Him and I, last time he contacted me was like a week ago.
I feel like there
Oh,
should be a kitchen up
Was
here.
it the most hope-inspiring message?
Hmm.
I don't know where he is.
But yeah,
Worried.
you have the whole view from up here. So you can
Oh,
see where you came from. Look, the bus stop.
that's so
The
cool.
bus isn't here yet.
The bus left me.
Whose fault
feel
is that?
betrayed.
Late
You
ass.
got
Not my
your
fault.
coffee. Wait. Did you run here?
I
you,
did.
You ran from the coffee shop to here. You ran for the cafe.
Yep.
Athlete of the year. Hire this man now.
Sounds
You got them
yikes
cabbed
for me.
though.
Idea was a caffeine boost.
Yeah, we have
They
our
got me here.
nice little walkway down here, and you get a slightly little bit closer to the sign. from below.
Oh.
Really nice. I like the art.
Ah, fuck. I don't think
Okay.
I can crane my neck any further.
That is a cool sign.
You got like a neck problem? Got an injury or something?
No, I mean, you can't exactly put your head up for too long without it.
Mine feels
Always-
fine.
You see, some people's necks aren't action figure made. That's how I describe it.
That doesn't make
You
any
know,
sense.
you could
to
look
me.
up for a while, but then eventually your neck's gonna start hurting.
Yeah, but it takes like, I don't know, like a minute or two. Not like, oh.
Yeah, but what if you have scoliosis?
My neck, Paul. You making fun of me? How could you?
Short ass.
I am average height.
This is why I never talk to my neighbors.
Anyways, we'd be
I
doing
do admit I am 6 foot.
questions shortly as well. So this be the last part of the tour, I guess.
Why is that
Alright.
open?
Walk around the slightly area. It's mostly you have more
Isn't that a health hazard?
Not even a safety hazard. Like, can't people break in? Like a security problem.
why you think we've got the guards the big door over there.
Still, they could steal all your chairs and tables or wreck them.
Yeah, but
Like
you can
point
get the
there.
chairs out, but you can't exactly get the table out. You'd have to fucking Jenga it out.
Maybe if they brought like a
The tables
screwdriver.
are
or-
Well,
Here,
we're planning to
actually.
add some here later, but basically we're
Way through the garage?
waiting on more profit.
Huh.
It'll be short change later, but right to the office then.
This is the longest walk I ever had in my life.
I mean, you mean throughout the building or this?
Just this.
I mean, it's a nice walk. It's a nice view.
It's very scenic.
Oh,
So,
is
is that it?
Yeah.
Is that everything?
You
I
just
mean,
got-
what about the rest of the office area?
yeah, I guess.
Like,
Right.
there was a staircase and there's other offices.
The office is up the back.
Over to your right, it's kinda in
Under
instructions, so it's nothing-
construction.
yeah, so it's nothing much over there. Let's walk by this one.
Okay.
Walk by.
Okay. Fired employee.
Alrighty.
um.
Oh.
Do you have like a bunch of old? Do you have like old people workers?
Maybe they're
Yes.
like the stockholders.
Ah,
That's-
that makes perfect sense. Is that your like meeting room? Is that
Yeah.
your com-
At
Yes.
your meeting room. Hmm.
That's nice.
Right. This way.
Okay.
You seem very distracted.
Sorry, I see just I just see Vanny's name. I knew her from one of the places I worked at, maybe. Well, I knew a Vanny. Maybe not the same one, but
I think I've got I think I've got my ears.
You okay?
That definitely hurt.
No. Ow.
I am heavily confused.
I
Right,
don't know what
let's
you're reading
go
on that
this
sign,
way.
and that makes me feel like I've got dyslexia, and that really hurt.
what, Vanny?
Ah! Can you stop doing that magic trick?
Right, you're,
Ow.
I want to have the interview with you first.
Okay.
Right, can you all you sit down there?
Yep.
Sure.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Sit on the chairs. So you're looking for what was it again? The mechanic role,
Mechanic.
correct? Yes.
That's what I'm good at.
I got a slight couple of questions here. How do
Shoot.
you know a lot about basically, Fazbear and stuff?
I worked at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, which was Fazbear Entertainment's second biggest location before the one before the Pizzaplex, which burnt down.
Mm-hmm.
It had the rock stars, it had mediocre melodies, all that other stuff. And I was a mechanic. So I had to remember all these animatronic names and types. They like quizzed us on it was like a huge like those like huge end of year exams in like college or high school you gotta take? They're like 100-something pages.
Mm-hmm.
A big textbook thing. They gave us one of those. There was like 200-something questions.
Yeah.
And they like quizzed us on it like constantly. So like you had to remember what a spring lock was, why it was dangerous, like how it functioned. You had to memorize there was literally like a Fazbear Entertainment like history quiz. And then some of the things they were like they're like, oh, any past like incident that occurred that resulted in a death didn't happen, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and you had to ignore that.
Also, right.
And
yeah, I need to cut you off because we need to get this interview done quickly. But
Sorry.
the name on the door, how you said you known them?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I knew a Vanny at one of the places I worked at. She was a IT girl and a beta tester at one of the they were Fazbear Entertainment's like VR game that was a total fail. They tried to make one of those, and she was like a beta tester and stuff, and they would constantly come into our location to try and like collect data, like, oh, how does work? Or, like, can we see them up close so we can like whatever? And like they asked for files, and we gave them like this big box of like old computer chips and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right. Just no, I'll leave that part of the question out. How desperate do you need this job? What would you make you? I mean, like, what would make you think you're suitable for a mechanic?
I have extensive knowledge and experience with Fazbear Entertainment and their robots, and you have a lot of Fazbear brand robots here because you're Ponyfox Company, right? You're partnered with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
As they can't seem to keep themselves
Yes.
fine.
No, they can't. Without you, that whole company's gonna crash. But if they crash, you don't get their robots. Not unless you
Unless I buy
do a
them out.
couple things first. I
But that's
mean,
going to take time.
just because I like their animatronics and tech and stuff doesn't mean I like the company.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't lie to you, I got a few files I kind of shouldn't have from my old boss. My old boss taught me a lot of things that normally he wouldn't have taught people. He was like an old Fazbear. He was like with the company towards the beginning and was a stockholder, and then became a franchisee, and then his building burned to the ground. He retired.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what happened to him, but he gave me some things before he became a recluse and went off the grid.
All right. As for in desperate need of a mechanics as well. I say you have the job.
Yeah, that not even needing to deliberate, like just off the spot.
No, actually, give me a bit more delivery. One more bit of a delivery. More before I actually before you consider.
Me and my big mouth. Can I just ask you a question?
Yes. Ask away.
No, I got two, but I should only ask one. How'd you really get Lefty?
Trying
Did he come to you, or did you salvage him?
to remember now. Yeah. We salvaged them. He was found in the back.
Okay.
Is that all you got to ask, or? But
Sorry, I just Sorry.
Hmm.
Sorry, it's none of my real business, honestly. It's just, yeah, that's all.
I'll inform you after other people. Can you send Willow?
Hey, Shorty! It's your turn.
Such an ass. I'm average height.
Shorty.
Yeah, tall ass.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Right. So, what you said you were interested for the night guard role, correct?
Yeah, that and maybe the day guard.
Okay. So, we sort the time thing out when if you actually get the job. I hope you do, anyways. Because I'm hoping you've got the classified abilities. So, do you have for night guard? Do you know how should you go up to an intruder on the night?
Cautiously, if tasers are provided, then say that you will tase. Like, you gotta give them fair warning that they're gonna be tased if they continue on.
Mhm.
And then if they continue to make action, tase them.
Mhm.
Tase them and call the police.
Right, correct. And if you in the morning, if you will go for the day guard as well, what do you do if you see someone acting suspicious or kidnapping a child?
Oh, kidnapping a child. Well, I don't want to alarm the other guests, so I'd probably ask if the child is theirs, and then ask the child if they know the person, and if not, then I will have to get physical.
All right. You've got any questions before I go and get this next question?
Weird question. Did you hear the static that Bailey made?
Uh,
And
Yeah.
the hell was she talking about on the sign? It was really worn and illegible. Like, there was nothing written on that sign. Like, talking to the others, and I probably shouldn't mention this, but they kind of heard something else. Like, one of them heard kind of alarms, and Calvin heard something similar to static, or he said he was spacing out at that point. So, I don't know if Bailey can do that weird magic trick, but I don't know, that wasn't comfortable. That would really hurt my ears.
Okay. Right. This other question is: do you see yourself suitable to so say like on the day somebody's hurt themselves, you know how to get there immediately. So basically, say a kid's injured.
I know first aid, yes.
Yes. Okay, so we don't have to do
Yeah,
first aid training for you.
No. I am fully qualified.
Okay, because bring in proof for on the day and like your first aid
Alright.
training, and then basically, we won't have issues.
Alrighty.
Right. I think that'd be everything. Can you send in
Cool.
Benton?
Benton? Alright. Do. Benton! Get off
Howdy.
your phone.
Damn.
Right, Mr. Benton.
So-
Or is it Mrs. Benton? Or do you not really?
Mr. Benton.
Right, Mr. Benton. What role were you interested for again? The night guard role, correct?
Correct.
Right. Do you see yourself? What do you do when somebody's on the premises when they shouldn't be?
From a bed and escort him out.
What happens if they don't do it willingly?
Then I have to do it by force.
What kind of force would you say? In what way is your force?
Like, let's say, bring it, like, let's say, bring in a taser and use that. Not really. It's just like, as a threat if they don't really listen. And if they didn't, I would just use it and like drag their body out.
Okay. Right. Try to think what else. Do you, no, that won't work. Have you had any experience in this before? Or is this your first time?
I had experience in the first location of Fazbear Entertainment.
Do you remember the name of the location?
No, I don't.
Right. You have any questions before I go and put over now?
Well, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the owner of this place, where's your car?
I have a private parking spot.
Or parking spot, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, I guess. Also, what is with that closet?
Which closet? You mean the one downstairs? Like I said, it's angry generator. Generator. Generator.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. I
That'll
put
be all
this
my
aside.
questions.
Can you send... Right, wait, one more thing. Right, before I forget.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it was. Nah, I'd be fine. Can you send me Calvin?
That'll be alright.
Also, no, that's remember. You do know how to show up on time, correct?
I tried my best, but that bus was a dick.
Okay, if you don't show up in time, though, you do know what happens with people when they don't show time, the money gets docked.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
And I really need this job.
Right. Send Calvin.
Yep. Galvin, your turn.
Okay. Wish me luck, guys. Hello.
Hello, Calvin. Isn't it? What role were
Yes.
you applying for again? Night guard, correct?
Yep.
Right. I'm going to ask the same question of what I've asked other people who want that role. What do you do when an intruder's on the premises?
Well, first you usually make sure you're safe in the area, and like contact anyone, police, etc. Like make sure they get there. Make sure you yourself have some form of self-defense, like a little baton or something. Basic stuff. No,
So see, you have to. It's say like you're walking about the building door, and you have to deal with the intruder. What do you do?
Well, I'd get whatever equipment I have, and I would make sure definitely to be quiet.
Okay.
And
so what I'm hearing, you would sneak up on the intruder, and then
I would do a Batman and whack him in the head.
Okay. And then what would you do? Why? Right now. What would you do with him?
I don't know. Probably I mean, if he's unconscious, at least I don't really know the area that well, so I just I don't know, put a chair in front of the put him in a stall in the bathroom and put a chair in front of it so he can't get out.
So you were saying you're locking him in a room, or basically putting, say, aside in the security room, if you say put in a security room to
I didn't know if there was a room for that or not. I mean, I assume there's like lots of rooms in this place.
Yes, there is. Right. Do you have any experience in this before?
I did for a bit. I worked at a Fazbear Fright thing. It was a god-awful experience.
Must be. I heard that place was terrible. Especially for the... What was the attraction again? Ugly Rotten Bunny, wasn't it?
Yeah, that thing gave me the creeps.
Yeah, that thing gave everyone nightmares, I heard.
Yeah, I'd start taking medication. I freaking got night terrors from that place.
Night terrors. Wouldn't blame me for that then. Right. What would you do? I haven't asked this to the ones. If an intruder caught you off guard, what would you do in that situation?
Well, I do whatever it takes to defend myself. I mean, if I didn't have a weapon ready, I would either use fist or bite. Basic combat.
You got any questions to ask me before I see if we've got other questions to ask you?
I guess. So, how many robots are in this place?
At the moment, I think around 10, 15.
Yeah, because like working at Fazbear's Frights, I know there was some like weird history with the franchise. I know this is like a tad different because it's a different company, but still goes under the Fazbear name and junk.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember this corporation run slightly bigger than Fazbear itself. They're basically begging me to help them.
I don't look too much into it. I just looked enough so I know how to get paid.
Are you seeing like good enough to do the night guard job? You look like you're fit enough. I think that's everything then.
All right.
Right, let's go.
So I get the job, or
I'll tell everyone when you get in over here.
all right.
Right.
He said,
Hmm?
Hi.
Howdy.
Willow has the right. Give me a second. I forgot the clipboard.
Wow.
telling you, there's no way that he
That-
could have.
Felt like such. I don't know what you guys are saying. It felt very normal with that interview.
Yeah, basically.
I still don't get why we'd ask about some no-name IT girl or why she'd have an office.
Come on.
He is hiding something. That's for sure.
You clearly speak loud enough. Anyways,
Where do you park?
where do I park? There's a parking spot over there.
No, there isn't.
I
The
park.
road ends.
Yes,
The road
I own the land around it.
There's no
No.
exit spot
I'm
around
just-
here.
Really?
Anyways,
If you want a job, the best thing is not to insult your employer.
Not insulting him. It's a genuine question.
Yeah,
We're
it is
being
kind of
suspicious,
concerning.
like you're an investigation, like you're a freaking
Oh, I know,
detective.
this man
and
couldn't
you're the
even
best way
work
to get
here.
the job.
anyways, Willow,
Huh?
you have a night guard.
Woo!
Congrats.
Calvin,
Thank you.
you
Yep.
have night guard.
Hey, buddy.
All right. Yeah. Hey.
Benton, you also have the night
So-
guard.
Hey.
Nice.
And last but not least, it's like,
Hi.
I forgot. I accidentally skipped your name out on here. I forgot what it was.
Wow.
Look, it's a hard job. I've had no. You got to remember, I haven't barely
This
run
is
anything.
This is because I kept talking,
Like the
wasn't
most
it?
qualified person, you forget them.
I'm doing this out of spite mostly, but yeah, I'm also tired. I actually forgot.
You admit it. Admit it.
Anyways, you've also got the mechanic job.
Yay!
We all got hired. That's great. I'm pretty sure all of us are broke.
Yeah.
Literally.
You went
Especially-
right. I've been
especially-
eating instant ramen for 4 weeks.
I had
Oh.
money, and then I had to pay. I had to pay the
I
landlord
can
to
tell you
fix
now.
my door.
Student debt. Hey, let's go.
The last guy has
As
money with his
basically you've
coffee.
also been putting you need to be putting basically you have to give me your address later. So I can
We're
send
all
you
at the same complex.
okay, that helps
Yeah.
me. So I can send you all the suits there. Willow's first day starting is tomorrow
Oh.
as it's a day shift.
Oh, okay.
Get your phone out. Get your phone out.
Look on that one.
Calvin, let's see.
Yeah.
Your day would be the same day on Willow's, but at night, as you know.
All right.
Benton's to be the day after, and
All right.
You'll
mechanic.
call me when you need me.
Yeah, you'd be called in when you need it, or you can come in whenever and check around to see if anything needs repairing. But Willow
mean-
starts tomorrow, like I said.
I mean, whenever you get new bots, I could like do check in on them, see if any are busted and stuff.
So whether you got all the days, like I said, Calvin's on the same night and the night after the day shift. Benton's the day after, and you're the day after Benton on the night shift.
So it cycles through. So it goes Willow, Calvin, Benton, Willow, Calvin, Benton.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
there goes Calvin,
I'm
Benton, Willow.
Ah.
Yeah, I did say
Going
Calvin
to-
first.
Yeah.
Calvin's on the night of the
Yeah,
day of Willow.
I'm the day shift when he's
Yeah.
night shift, and then fun.
The next night.
So basically,
Right.
as I'm looking on the third day, when Willow has night shift, she's only going to get. You go get some sleep, I guess, because you know, you have to as you're on the day and night.
I'm used to running off of no sleep. It's fine.
Okay. I guess I'll lead you all out as. That's
Yeah.
Do you
I
need
mean,
a guest
yeah.
pass?
will expire when you leave. We've got.
Yeah, they got an auto timer.
Ah, gotcha.
Cool. Super
I
neat.
always wondered
Theme
how
parks
this
have it
works.
too. It's really basic.
That is smart. Like when we leave, they just expired.
Yeah, theme
That's-
parks have it. Pizzerias have it. Any like entertainment place has it. Like if you go to like a mall with like a theme, like Dave and
Oh, that's the
like
thing I
a
forgot to
arcade
say. When
thing.
we get a little bit more profit in, we are going to putting bar taps in that little area.
Oh.
And see if we can try and get hold of a bar license. But you know, the
Right then.
Alrighty.
let's put see you all later.
Oh.
I see Will.
I'll see you
I see you tomorrow.
Okay.
see you later, new boss.
See ya.
That's
Later,
a chair.
boss man.
Hope you have a fantastic day.
Hope you do as well.
Goodbye.
Remember, be on your time next time.
I'll try my best.
I'll never let you live this down.